1980s. So much progress has been made that anything that I'm proposing is simple, almost beneath any engineer or manufacturer to be able to accomplish these things. So it's just that the format was set, and they've stayed locked into it. And they got into digital as soon as they were able to. They got into it early, and they got into it even with what at that time I considered an improper format, substandard audio, and they have held exactly at that spot all this time while everything digital has progressed. Most of the improvement in digital audio has been an improvement in basically the vocabulary of the salesmen. Have come up with new words and new ways of trying to tell you that it sounds better when actually it's the same format you've been hearing all along. Now, what I propose is a 24-bit depth for the words and at least 192,000 cycle sampling rate, 192K sampling rate. Now, and I have come up with a name for that. Now, in the 50s and stuff like that, they had a name for really good audio, and they called it high fidelity. And this is what they sold everybody, high fidelity. Well, I want to call this high def audio because high def audio, high def is the new thing. See, it's coming out right now. Everybody, like right now, we're shooting with high def cameras, and everything's high def, and people understand. Like, if you say high fidelity, people think, 1950s, really good sounding LPs were high fidelity, and the good speakers were high fidelity, and they still are. And high fidelity just means that it was faithful to the original, and that's the same thing that high def audio is. It's still high fidelity. It's faithful to the original, more faithful to the original. But the bottom line is, without being able to put your finger on it and say why, people will describe it in many words, ignoring the physics of it. But the fact is, the music will sound good again, like it used to sound. When we listened on vinyl, the analog formats, what happened was, when there were back when we used analog formats years ago, there were certain terms designed, like signal to noise ratio, for instance, or total harmonic distortion, and these kind of words. These kinds of phrases and terms and specifications for equipment, frequency response, and things like that. And these were the terms that were used because they described the shortcomings of analog systems, and they wanted to, the better the figures in these areas, the better they had overcome the shortcomings of these things. Now, when they went to digital audio has a whole new group of shortcomings. But rather than try to express that and try to tell people what was going on with the equipment in terms of the shortcomings of digital audio, they continued to use the terms that were used to describe the shortcomings of analog systems. Well, digital systems do not, like WoW and Flutter, for instance, digital systems do not suffer from the same shortcomings as analog systems. So they performed fantastically, but no one ever would mention any of the types of distortions that were created by having sampling rates set at the place that they had them at and stuff like that. These were never mentioned because they didn't help sell product. Their competition was out of the way. Everybody that was involved had agreed on the format that was going to be done. That's what everybody was going to sell, and And there was not, and nobody was coming out with honestly a better sounding format than the competitor, because they weren't competing. They were all working together to make these things, and they made a good bundle off of being able to resell audio completely from the analog right into the digital world. And all of the previous recordings that had been made in the analog world got to be re-released as digital product and stuff like that. So things went pretty well. But time has passed now. 1970 has come and gone, and 1980 has come and gone. And that was 10 years, and 1990 has come and gone, and that was 20 years. I want to see, 1980 came and went, and 1990 came and went, was 10 years, and 2000 came and went. That was 20 years, and it's been over 25 years. And although digital has improved, the digital audio format of the consumer has remained the same. Now they have come out with 5.1 and various things, and I don't even want to get into how at the same time they've also introduced new forms of degradation that they don't mention, but they've got more channels of it, which does seem to help. I think that no matter how many channels you have, and two is nice. If they wanted to go with 5.1 or 7.1 or whatever number it is that anybody chooses, I think that now that we need, while we are getting high def video coming on now, we need high def audio coming on with it. And the high def audio should include that every track of sound, however many they choose to have, has a 24-bit sample depth and at least 192 K sampling rate for each channel in order to be able to call it high def audio. And your DVD player should just naturally turn into your CD player, and the larger files can be played on the DVDs. Does that match? They tell me I'm being broadcast all over the building now. We're getting ready for the Media Fest this weekend. And we want to make sure that you come to the Media Fest and talk about high def audio. We should call, I'm going to call it the High Def Media Fest. This weekend's High Def Media Fest will be held here in Studio B, and I'll be serving tea. So it's all about tea in Studio B. And in the rest of the building, they're going to be playing, video clips and stuff. So I guess some of the highlights throughout the year here. There we go. It's still there. And so that would be a good thing. I'm thinking about changing the name of my workshop from audio for music video to high def audio. Let me hear everybody say high def audio. Oh, good. I heard somebody say it. Good. That's it. Don't you like the new term? High def audio? It's a little late to change what? Flyer. Oh, that's all right. We don't need to change the flyers. This is an ongoing. I just thought of this. Has anybody heard that term before? Is anybody using the term high def audio? Okay, or did I come up with that on my own? I want to claim it for my own. I don't remember hearing it. I just don't know. But I'm pretty. I don't know a lot of things. So, guess what? This tea has been steeping long enough.
I've heard the term high definition radio.
Okay, high definition radio. I'm all about high definition radio. That sounds good. But have you heard the term high def audio?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'm inventing the term. I'm coining the term high def audio. Copyright the Tea Party right here. High def audio. And there it is. Okay. High def audio. So that's it. That's the next thing. High def audio, 24-bit, a minimum of 24-bit depth, and a listen to that. Do you know what that means? That means we have more tea. You hear that? That's a little whistle in the background. I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to pour some tea, and I forgot to go get any cream for the cream pitcher. I'm going to go get some of that, and I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm going away. Goodbye. Come on in. This tea is ready. This one. This tea is just getting poured. Now I'll turn your microphone up, and you might have some. Do you have anything to tell us about her?
I think I can think of something.
You do. Okay, so if you can come up with something to tell us about while I get this cream pitcher.
Oh yeah, gotta have the cream.
They can have Friday at the gala.
Wow,
Wow.
you got some mysterious noises.
Oh.
That's fine.
I'll bring him down some. There we go. How's that? Is that a good level?
That's
Can you talk
good.
over that?
Yeah, I can talk. Yeah, that's fine.
Does that sound? Oh, you might want to try some of this stuff.
I will. Maybe I'll just talk informally.
Hey man, do you know,
URTV Fireside Chat.
Yes. Hello and welcome to the Fireside Chat.
What do you need?
The T-side, whatever. The air filters for the air units, are they all the same size?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it, like 11 by 11?
No, they were like 20 by 25 by 1.
Oh. Maybe that's right. I thought they were a square though. Probably wouldn't hurt to measure. But yeah, they are all the same size. There's just 2 that I got.
Okay, or do we have any more? Or?
If there are, I don't know where they are.
Okay, thanks.
I thought it was there so that you could make a note or something.
Remember to climb back down.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe you would write what you put up there. Have you been talking? You just been chewing? And you tried one of these, like I said,
Yeah.
and I didn't lead you wrong, did I?
No, you didn't.
You good, isn't it?
Real good.
I hear you.
Okay. Well, tell me, Kurt, what do you have to tell us about today?
I like your mug. I've never seen that before.
I got it from the glow lady.
Really?
She called me today. I bet you must have spoken with her today, did you?
I've been emailing back and forth.
Okay.
Is she gonna participate?
She called me today, and I told her that she was certainly welcome to come in and sit on the tea party and help host the tea party. You know, which I hope she'll do. I think she's gonna do that. And
Yeah.
Wow, look at all these cookies. Look, there's more cookies.
okay. I put him in your seat because I thought he might have something
Yeah,
to talk about.
I can plug.
Hmm?
I can plug.
Plug.
Well,
Plug away.
if you've been looking for an opportunity to show your support and appreciation for URTV and community media in general, this weekend is the time, and you can have a whole lot of fun doing it. And that's no joke.
Good catch.
Other what? Oh, hold on. I gotta go find an air vent.
Pull that one around.
Okay, well here, give someone else your seat. What you know?
So I don't have to.
Yeah, I'll turn it over here.
Or maybe I will leave it there. I don't know. Hey, I'll just swap the camera. No, I'll just swap the camera, Andy. Okay. I'm gonna swap it in.
This is Eloise.
Hey,
Hey.
Laura's my nickname.
Hmm?
I've seen you before.
Yes.
We've met before.
Yes. You gave me gifts.
Yes. I was watching you on TV just a couple minutes ago, and you were by yourself. And then we
I
got
know
in the
it.
shower and said, "Hey, let's go see John."
Well, it seems to be a feast or family night where you're sitting here all by yourself or there's a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem one way or the other.
Yeah. So how is everybody today? Actually, I was ranting. I had a good rant. Yes. About digital audio. I stayed away from political stuff and ranted about digital audio
How
about
can you possibly stay away from political stuff at a time like this?
right now. Right now. I thought you were going to say right now. Well, at a time like this. Yes. Well, I'm hoping that Mr. Obama.
Which is which?
This has been steeping longer. That just started.
Okay. Would you like...
Try some of each. I mean,
Okay. Thank you, dear.
and
I'll just come back.
okay, whenever. I'm hoping that Mr. Obama will choose, and I have cream there in the picture.
I know, we didn't want to use up all your cream there. And I like
That's
a
okay. I
lot
got
of it.
extra. I have plenty. Anyway, try one of my cookies.
Okay. Which are good?
The ones on the right.
Ones on the right?
Mm-hmm.
The jammy ones?
Yeah. Any of those two kinds of jammy ones are good. They're all good. They're just better. They're my favorites. They're real good.
Would you like a cookie, John?
Well, sure. I'll eat some of these. I think I ate all but one out of that stack.
Would you like a cookie?
No, thank you. Cookied out today.
Mm.
So high def.
Audio.
Okay.
I just made up. That's my new term. High def. I have invented high def audio. Mm-hmm.
So when do you plan to put this into? Into what's the word? Into production.
As soon as possible.
You'll be rich.
Oh, good. The Mad Scientists high def audio. Maybe nobody thought of high def audio because they thought it would be like
High def.
highly deaf.
That's what I was thinking too.
Afamoliguma. Oh, they hung up.
Aww.
I need a napkin.
The Who concerts
I'm
were
not
very
good.
high def audio, weren't they? The Who concerts, very high def audio.
Did they say that?
Well, they caused a lot of people to go deaf. I know.
Oh. Yes. Well, I
Really? People went deaf because they went to
I thought
the
they
Who.
went blind because of the laser show.
You'd be that too. But I heard, like, you know, you could sit and, like, listen, or you could stand by a plane engine and not get, you know, the sort of level of sound that you would at a Who concert.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
John, will you pick up a cup right over there for yourself? There you go.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, they let it ring 2 times that time.
Always.
Eloise, push me.
Let's see your show.
Which one?
Pleasure Saucer.
Oh, you do? Great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thank you.
Not bad.
You want to see me stop the phone from ringing?
You can
Yes.
answer it.
Watch this.
You're not gonna answer the phone?
How'd you do
Very
that?
good.
I'm good.
He has strange and mysterious powers.
I do, don't I?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Ah.
Oh, just answer the bloody thing.
Oh, God.
I hate that thing.
That didn't
No,
scare
you
me
need
that
to
much.
answer the
Answer.
phone.
You
when
must
you do
answer.
that.
You
What
may
do I
answer.
say?
From Molly Goodman.
No. Hi. They hung up.
How you doing, John?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to hear.
I bet it's that psychic lady. What psychic? Have you seen this? The new show, Psychic Therapy.
Oh, the lady that's on here, she has the book
Have you
and she goes
called
through
her?
the book.
Did
Like-
you call
No,
her?
I didn't call her, but I watched. If you're talking about the same one, she's usually here with another lady, and they do like book readings. She'll ask somebody to say a
Have-
page
have you
number.
seen it?
She's good.
Psychic Therapy. Psychic Therapy is the new rage from the moment they go on. I mean, as soon as she hangs the phone up, it is ringing again. I mean, it's
She's
just
really
it is just
good.
When
going.
is her show?
I'm not sure of the times. I mean, look at this. Look, refer to the schedule on our webpage.
She goes live Saturdays at 6:30.
Is this the duo? So the older one and the younger? Okay. They actually came on about like 3 o'clock in the morning last night.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
They're in
Did
this
you
room,
enjoy
right?
it? And
I'm
when
not
she-
much into therapy shows, so.
I know, but she answers the phone and she goes, oh, hi, honey. She says, I've been waiting for you to call.
Yeah.
She calls everybody honey and all that. She's good, isn't
She is good. She's believable.
We
She's
love
very
her.
believable.
And I don't know where she comes from. Maybe she was born right here. I don't know. I'll have to talk to her about that. Maybe I've asked her and I've forgotten. But I'm going to ask her next time where she's come from because, but she's like down home folk
Down to earth,
wisdom.
exactly.
Kinda, she's really cool.
She could be your next door neighbor.
Yes,
Yeah.
easily.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, easily. She's a good one. I really like her.
There's something I like about the combination of down home and new agey.
We hit that right smack in the middle here, I think. Asheville's very good for that.
Asheville is very good for that.
Yeah.
Raspberry fig bar, anybody?
I'm good.
You could put some of them in the empty. Are there still some empty things?
No, but
Oh,
now there are.
Asheville has everything.
It does.
Everyone, everything, and everybody.
It does.
And every belief system is here. Every
Except
spiritual belief system is
Except
here.
what?
Except what?
this place shuts down at midnight.
I know. You noticed that too.
Yes.
I'm from Raleigh. Raleigh, man. Raleigh goes
You
and goes and
don't
goes.
you don't know anything because you've not been here very long. You think it shuts down at midnight. It does shut down at midnight. It used to shut down at 6.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
It
night
used to
owl.
shut down at 6. Before Vincent's ear and all that stuff, it used to shut down at 6.
Right.
You didn't want to be roaming the streets.
I get out of my car at like 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, and I'm riding around. It's like there's no cars, there's no nothing except for the coffee shop.
Okay, would you like me to change that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, starting now, there will be nightlife in the streets after midnight, at least until 2 or 3.
Definitely.
So
How
saith
so?
you.
Huh?
At least on Friday and Saturday.
How so?
How so? There'll be people out.
You shall arrange it.
It's done.
All right.
It's already done. You saw me stop that phone, didn't you?
Well, that's true.
Oh, John. You know, for Mount Dungeon, you need to start half an hour early on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, I was going to be here at 10. That's when.
All right.
Good.
That's when the entire thing starts, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I guess.
Are you gonna
11.
attend,
No, 11. I don't know.
What is it? Workshop were you planning on attending?
I didn't really have a plan there. I thought I'd just pop in whenever there was a free space. I had free time.
Okay.
I would like to go to the podcasting one though. I do want to go to that.
I think it starts. Look at the thing. Look at. Does that say times on it?
Yes.
Can I say hey
4:30
to?
to 8:30.
Can I say hey
6:30?
to three?
I say being what it is, I can't.
Hey
I
to
can't
three of
see
her
Tim
friends.
Black all that well
Okay.
from here.
Two friends.
Two friends that
1 foot
really
away,
like
so.
you are Rita
Hey
and,
to two friends.
Rita and Lonnie.
Rita. Okay.
She was talking
wait,
about you the other day.
wait, you can use my mic.
Now, you have to rationalize certain thing. I would say hey to one friend, maybe a yo to the other one.
Well, Lonnie and Rita are married, and they live out in Madison
You should get
County.
a marriage discount for that then, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, if two
What
people
should
are
I say?
married, you can like one shout out can count for both of them.
Okay, this is for Rita and Lonnie. Hello.
You're not even on there. Yeah, okay.
Oh, well.
Here, wait a minute. Now you're on there. Check
Nope.
it out.
Okay.
Oh, there we are.
Hey, oh, my hair is a mess. I had to wash my hair before I came. Hello to Rita and Lonnie. There.
That's it.
That's it.
And do you want to do a yo to the third one?
No, just do it.
Because that third one doesn't even
No,
watch.
just
They
Rita.
don't even
No,
watch the show.
no. Just Rita and Lonnie.
They don't even like
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
They saw it once. They hate it, don't they?
No, and she loves it. She actually loves it. I was on the phone with her the other day, and I was like,
Who?
yeah,
Oh.
it was on there. And she said, I love that show. She said, that's my favorite show. And my ex-husband, who I used to be married with, I was on
Yeah.
the phone with him last night. He's a Native American from Oneida, Wisconsin. I love that show. Everybody's like, we love that show. It's your show.
And you still watch it, even though he loves it.
Yes.
Wow.
Sacrificing for the
Well, no,
marriage,
people
that's-
walk up to me like in the grocery store and they say, you know, I love your show or something like that sometimes. But generally, because we don't get any feedback here, and the only time the phone rings, somebody will hang up on you. So, so we just think, oh, well, we sit here and we like make all this noise. We may as well just go in the closet and shut the door and do it because nobody watches this stuff.
And I haven't
I had
been
to call up Matt to tell him I'm watching the show, and it was like, me and what, two other people?
I called too.
Okay.
It's right after.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody that called that day.
we watched
my official last Matt Howard Live for a while. My first call-in show, like everybody that called in, I knew.
Was
Right,
not
I know.
done, yeah.
One person who called in was in the studio with you.
Right, and so it's like it appears to be proof positive that nobody's watching, you know?
No, they are. They just don't let you know it.
They don't.
It definitely, the sound on that call-in line is definitely very. I didn't even recognize the sound of Megan's voice. I didn't even realize that was Megan.
You know, it sounded like Megan on TV. So how
Really, it
strange
didn't
is
sound
that?
like Megan through the headphones.
Seriously.
Did not sound like Megan
Maybe
through
it
the
has to go
headphones.
through various,
You may have remembered me occasionally, whimpering and tearing at my hair and my inability to get my shows up on the internet. Mm-hmm. I thought for a long time I was doing something wrong.
Okay.
Turns out I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just that my computer, my flash drive, and my brother's computer are all utter pieces of crap. And they shouldn't be used for anything whatsoever. I had to go to a third-party computer and upload it fine and dandy there.
Oh, excellent.
John, the internet hates you.
I shall win the internet's affection by force if necessary.
Your show is good, but I think other men that watch your show are going more,
yes,
more.
I understand that.
Yes, some episodes, yes.
What people don't seem to realize is that having that kind of show on a zero, and I mean absolutely zero budget, is a very hard thing to do.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm working around that, but it's
So if you want to see more.
yes. Can't do that.
Well,
can't do that.
don't your
Well, we
sponsors?
didn't really. We just,
What
Your
sponsor?
sponsors give you money, right?
What sponsor?
You need to go out and find some.
I've been looking.
Go to places like that Trophy Club
I-
or whatever, Swing Creek Road.
Been there.
Some of these places where they have those models that you do their shows.
Yeah, but
Some of those places are barely hand to mouth in terms of profits.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and the other ones don't really care all that much about promotion.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did get a very interesting email last night about this mysterious fellow who wants to possibly sponsor my show.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what he sells or anything,
Good.
so it's very, very odd.
Perhaps
No,
he
he
wants
probably
to
just loves
expose
watching
himself.
their show, and he doesn't.
If he'll pay me $105 per episode, he can
Wow.
flash to his heart's content.
I think it would be fun.
That's the thing.
There we go.
What? Dictate to me my content? Okay.
So what do you need money for now? Because actually when you pay in, you're a member,
Right.
and then you pay, which I still have not joined yet. I went and I found out that it's $50 to join, but then the field gear training was going to be $35.
Right.
So I was like, I'm putting this off for
Well,
another
I've
month
got
or
I've
whatever.
taken all the
Okay,
classes.
once you join and you become a member, if you are a member, at that point you can submit
Yeah. You can
programming.
start doing work. Yeah.
You can submit programming. You
Yeah.
can come in with a DVD and say, "Here's my programming." Whether you ever take field gear or ever take any of the other
Yeah.
classes, you don't have to take them.
Yeah.
Only if you want to use the gear here.
Right.
But if you have your own camera or want to borrow a friend's camera or however you want to make your show another way, you can do that. I have a camera. I make my own.
Okay.
You know.
If you want to submit an hour of your cat sleeping and call it a TV show, you can.
I know.
And you'll be well received in the URTV programming
I
lineup.
know. People would sit there and go, "Oh, look how cute that cat is."
Okay, but now what do you need sponsors for?
Well, there are a few incidental expenses. Tapes,
Gasoline.
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 Gas tapes.
But the main thing is that these shows are very labor intensive. You got to put a lot of time and effort in these shows, which is very hard to do if you have a full-time job as well.
Right.
So the primary reason at least I would like a sponsor is so I can cut back on my day job, so I spend more time on the television show. Which I think is true for a lot of people.
See, most of the people actually put more time per hour into their show.
So what's your name again?
John.
John.
Robbins.
Does this one work?
But you can't. But
Can't-
you can't
yeah.
do a
Call to action. Can't do it.
plea for.
Oh, you can't go and say,
No.
look, John
No.
needs a...
You can't say that.
Yeah,
no.
no.
Why can't you do that?
Well, because
Because we're-
Pat said no.
Yeah. Well, public access.
I'm scared to ask who Pat is.
Pat's the grand poobahette of
Oh, okay.
URTV. Well,
Okay.
public access operates under some very odd rules.
What do you think of that Poobah?
We're sort of like public television plus when it comes
Right.
to stuff like that. So
Right.
we're very limited what we can actually say on the
Between
air
the two
in
of them,
terms of money.
we're not going
Right.
to say much today.
That's okay.
That's okay. No, it's
me at all.
fine. I was just cluing.
Well, fine.
What were you going to say?
Oh, I had nothing to say.
It's just commenting.
Yeah, I said it already.
I'm a talkaholic. I can talk a mile a
I
minute.
know.
when I can.
I know.
I can on certain subjects.
You put coffee in me and it's really bad.
Oh, have another cup of tea.
Yeah, no.
Can I warm your tea?
Please.
Okay. Get a
If
little-
we all
Would it be
work together,
terribly
we can
gauche
totally
to
disrupt the system.
Eat a pot pie here?
Huh?
Pot pie?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
What's that? Pot pie?
Yes.
That doesn't
Okay.
that
All
doesn't go
depends
with
on how
hot
you
tea,
eat
now
it.
does it?
You say pot pie?
Yeah, I made one. and
Well, go get the pot pie. I hope you brought enough for everybody.
It all
Well,
depends on
no.
how you eat it. All depends on how you eat it. That's what I say.
I'm not touching that one.
I think it would be far more gauche to let John starve on television than to
Gauche.
make him eat. Yes.
Make him eat.
I love that
Don't
word.
let John starve on television. I know there are, technically we can and can't do certain calls to action, but I'm gonna say this: don't let John starve on television.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Although, some people will probably be into that as a reality TV show.
Could you reach right back over your shoulder and turn that one light switch up? Can you reach it? Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna
I
see
can
what
do
it
that.
looks like with a lot of light.
Oh, it's
brighter.
pretty. I think it looks
More
nice.
colorful, more vivid, pretty, rich.
I've pumped the color in this room up a little bit. and
Yeah.
See, what we need to do is you need to call me one day and we'll get in your car or my car and we'll just get little forms out or whatever and we'll just hit the streets. And we'll start, saying, guys, this is a really great show. John needs sponsors for this show, whatever. But we need to find out who your audience is first.
Well, yes.
No,
And
that's-
who is my audience? Who is watching my show at
That's
2 o'clock in the morning?
all those people that don't call in.
I do sometimes.
And don't go out. Which
Also
obviously
shut-ins.
they
And
don't.
Now,
I hear I'm big with shut-ins, and what do people can't sleep?
which
Insomnia.
Insomnia.
now nobody's going to be watching the show unless you put it on after 3 because John's declared that everybody goes out at night until 2
Right,
o'clock.
yeah. Thanks a lot. Also,
Well, you'll see. Go out tonight and see. I have said it. Go see.
I can't go out tonight.
Look. I called before Vincent's here was Vincent's here. I walked into the courtyard and I said, the coffee shop should be here. I did. But I knew I didn't have enough money to rent the place and make it the coffee shop. So I went to the store and I bought 24 coffee mugs. I had enough money to buy the mugs. So I bought a couple of dozen coffee mugs. And then I heard that Joan and them had rented the place to start a coffee shop in. So I went there and I gave them these boxes of mugs. I said, here, I got these for the coffee shop to start here, where I knew it was supposed to be. Here you go. So, I mean, when I call something, I consider my calls to be more valid than most people consider my calls to be.
Infernal.
So check it out tonight and give us a report back. Call in tomorrow.
Yes.
And tell us if there were any more people on the street tonight. I should imagine that that there'll be more people on the street tonight, and by tomorrow night, Friday the 13th, I imagine that it'll be hard to drive for all the people.
Well, it works for everyone because the police department will be more busy and they'll be arresting more DUIs, which means that the court system's going to be full, making a lot more money. Then the tax system, the city council will have a lot more money in order to do more things with. So, it's all.
So they should give URTV more
really
money.
Works. Yeah, definitely.
Because already today I have proclaimed there'll be more people on the street in Asheville tonight, and that number will double by tomorrow night.
I just hope people show up for the URTV Gala weekend. Yes.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
of course. Because all those people on the street, surely they'll realize there's nothing to do, and they'll come to the gala.
But it's a weekend in summertime in Nashville, so actually there's plenty to do if one actually flips through the Mountain Express and checks the schedule.
It's
I
the
know.
same time as the Purple Ball too.
Oh,
The Arts Council Purple Ball.
now you know what that is? That is sheerly brilliant.
What?
What our gala is the same time as the Purple Ball.
Yeah.
That is
What's the Purple Ball?
that was a brilliant bit of
It's some fundraising
sometimes
thing by the Arts
synchronicity,
Council.
if you will.
Last year it was the white ball. This year it's the purple ball.
Sometimes those things are unavoidable.
You can't schedule anything without it being the same time as some things.
I when I was in high school,
Yes.
I love Dungeons and Dragons. I love role playing games. Very into those. And yes, I know it's a great shock to various and sundry. But anyway, being an ambitious little fellow, I decided I wanted to start my own role playing convention.
Right.
Because I'd heard about Dragon Con, and I heard about Gen Con. I said, that'd be a really neat thing to do. So I decided, yes, I'll do that. I'll have a little role playing convention.
Right.
There was a little role playing company in the area, so I thought they'd be good guests and it'd be neat and all that. And I wanted to make sure I didn't schedule it against anything. So I planned it out at least 6 months in advance, which I thought was pretty big for a high school student. I checked most of the calendars. I didn't check the school calendar. More importantly, I did not check when prom was.
Oh.
Not that I really would have gone to prom, mind you, but still, it's just sort of
Some of your players might have
really?
gone to prom.
I don't really think so.
Oh, okay. Then it didn't matter, did it?
Well, didn't matter for a lot of reasons. The thing was a complete and utter bust, but it was just sort of symbolic of the way that the entire thing went. We had maybe like 4 people
You
show
leave
up.
that open all the
Wasn't there
way so
another
we can get air.
role-playing
Really, please.
convention
Oh, and if you
just
would you
recently
close
in
that one?
Asheville here?
Well, there was RevolutionCon.
RevolutionCon.
Yes.
How did that go?
The last one was pretty good. There was a fair number of people showed up.
And that was the third one? Or
That was the third one.
third
yes, the
one.
third
Okay.
one.
Is there going to be one this year?
I do not know, actually. I've sort of given up active participation in that.
Okay.
RevolutionCon.
RevolutionCon, yes. Originally, that was my idea. Originally, the idea was to have sort of a synthesis between role-playing and radical action groups.
Okay.
Sort of try to combine the two groups together.
So you get together and play like you're having a revolution.
The revolution will be role-played.
The revolution will be role played.
I thought that was a
And now, if you'll just add the medium of television to that, you can say the revolution will be role played on
TV.
television.
Yes. Thus, further divorcing the actual revolution from the reality the most effective way possible, quite frankly. Only way to further enhance that would be to role play with Muppets.
I thought that's what we were doing here, that we were role playing the revolution here. Revolution! Viva la revolution!
I want to have that debate with that woman we were talking to.
Which one?
The one who called us savages when me and John mentioned we were anarchists.
Savages.
Savages. She said, savages.
What exactly does the
Where
word
was, wait,
anarchy
who
mean?
was this?
Ask him.
What does the word, John, what
And I'll-
exactly
and
does
I'll-
the word anarchy mean?
Well, the word anarchy describes a system of political and social and economic relationships that are characterized by a lack of hierarchies and a lack of coercion.
In other words, they are a group. Okay, say that whole definition again and let me break in and change it.
Okay. It describes a series of political, economic, and social relationships
That bear no relationship, rhyme, or reason to one another.
what do you mean?
Anarchy implies the lack of rulers. You see what a lack of government.
So there's no government, there's no leaders
But
whatsoever.
it also implies the lack of organization.
Well, why is it every time somebody says anarchy, I think of like massive chaos?
Right.
There you go.
There's an element of
Well, yes, that's because it's very convenient and profitable for people who are against anarchy to portray anarchists as being all about chaos, death, and destruction. Now, I like chaos, death, and destruction as much as the next American, but it's not like that.
I doubt that. Go ahead.
But it's not like that's the.
I don't think you probably hold a candle to George Bush on your appreciation for death and destruction.
No,
I don't think George Bush
yeah.
thinks about it much. I think Dick Cheney masturbates to thoughts about chaos,
Oh,
death,
no,
and
no, no,
destruction.
No, but that is the great. That's the great tragedy of the modern
Can
political.
you say that on your
System.
TV?
I
And
just
I was
did.
wondering, I was like, this.
Hey, the people in the lobby were clapping down the hallway just now, so I think I got away with it.
Let's hope the rest of the viewing audience were as
Really?
thrilled. You
It's a
know.
political scientific word.
That's uncalled for.
That's true.
Political scientific description.
Okay. Whew.
Now, if you want to
that-
get poetic, my favorite is shaking hands with the unemployed. That's one of those.
Okie dokie.
That's poetic.
The poetic way of
Euphemism?
describing it.
I see the poetry. I see the poetry.
Tea is good.
Huh?
Tea is good.
Tea is very
Tea
good.
is delicious.
Are either
yeah.
one of these PJ tips?
All right, when you Ooga horn the tea party,
Uh-huh.
that's funny. When I've got the audio feed out there and you Ooga horn me,
That's hilarious.
Why does? Can I say that?
Okay.
Marcia?
Could I have some of the teapot from the white teapot now?
Does anyone ever drink a? Oh,
No,
White
there's usually something in there.
there's rubbers
There
in
are
there.
rubbers.
Oh my god!
Take away teapot?
Oh my gosh!
Now
Okay.
there have
Wow, there used to be more in there.
Wow.
there have been
Is
What's
that
that
my Afamali Guma.
It's.
Somebody-
That's
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 my
for
cell
you.
phone.
there have been a few examples of a successful anarchist society
Really?
Hello.
to varying degrees for varying times.
Okay.
The most
Are you
recent
watching
and
TV?
most anarchists would be
Are you
Spain.
watching TV?
During the Spanish Civil War. For a good 3 years, the
Uh-huh.
anarchists held sway over a large portion of Spain. And
From 4
basically it was an
on
anarchist
Thursday from 4 until
section.
7.
The primary reason for its downfall was the anarchists
4 until 6.
basically lost their nerves and sided with the communists.
Wow.
And the communists were a bunch of twits. And
Well, the communists were communists.
well, yes, there's that. And
Uh-huh.
by siding with the communists, it allowed the fascists to take power. And
Okay, I'm going to hold the phone up to the
Spain
microphone.
had a fascist
and I
government
want you to
for
say,
into the
I'm at
70s
home and
because
I'm
of
not watching the Mad Scientist Tea Party.
Okay.
How's your pie?
all of the pies delicious.
Go
When
ahead.
do you want to talk? Okay. Hi guys. I'm at home, and I'm not watching the show right now.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
She's at home and
that?
she's not watching the show right now.
Another good example of a quasi-anarchist society would be medieval Iceland, whose society. No, what?
I believe you. It's just your ability to just like Go on.
which
You're-
survived and thrived
Hello?
for hundreds of years
On
with
Channel
a
20,
largely
on
voluntary legal
on cable.
framework. So
Okay.
they are one of the societies you can point to as these ideas will not lead to immediate destruction and barbarity and all that.
Well, Scandinavians are all very good at working together.
Yes, but to explain it away simply by they were Scandinavians.
I've made the observation that I think the reason why.
Isn't there some derogatory word for Scandinavians?
No.
Called
It's an
scans.
observation.
Scandinavians, like
It's
scandals or something. It's awesome.
Just an observation. Now, I might point out that the socialist nations that tend to work together better tend to be in colder environments. Like socialism in countries that are colder environments tends to go better than the countries that are warmer environments. Exactly, because there are centuries of tradition of people automatically working together in those sorts of environments anyway, because if people didn't work together, you didn't make it through the winter.
Yeah, that's true.
Alternatively, it could also be explained by the lack of sunlight and lack of warmth, leading to a more generally depressed people. Depressed people act out less. If you have a civilization of mopes, people moping around, you're not going to have that much vitriol or internal chaos.
Well, Vikings.
Well, that's an interesting point too.
Vikings tended to take out their aggressions or depression or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Vikings acted out. Vikings
on other
acted out a
people.
lot.
But
Yeah.
not their own kind, not other Vikings.
Right.
Yes.
They didn't do it mainly against other Vikings. They had to wait till they get to warmer climates.
Right.
And they said, I feel great, let's kill something! A repressed